the most important factor when it comes to success in Apex Legends, or really any first-person shooter, is aiming, which is why I got 5 aiming tips that players like Fade use that I guarantee you never heard about. You already know we ain't wasting no time here. Straight into it. Tip number 1, you gotta lower that sensitivity. Because at the end of the day, every other tip on this list ain't gonna work out too smooth for you if you ain't got the right sensitivity on lock. I recommend for you to have yours no higher than 5 and no less than 3. I currently have my sensitivity at a 4. Now I know that says high, but it really ain't that fast for real. I know you want to be flashy like Fade and all these other pro players you be seeing, but the truth is they've been playing FPS for a long time, so they didn't completely master this. But if you can't resist and you do want to have a high sensitivity, I recommend starting off low, and then as you get better, as you consistently improve your aim, you should slowly increase it. Like for example, week 1 I'm on sensitivity 4. I play on this for about 1 or 2 weeks. Now I can increase it by like 1 or 2, and then train on that sensitivity and get better with that one, and then keep on increasing and keep on repeating that rhythm. Now you can have this fast sensitivity and you got good aim. Also, another thing, keep the look sensitivity and look sensitivity ADS at the same number. In this way you can get the feel of the sensitivity more quicker than if you just had them at different numbers. Now the next tip I got for y'all boys is something y'all probably don't even hear a lot. Tip number 2, stay calm whenever you're in a gunfight, or not even just in a gunfight. You should stay calm at all times during a game, but specifically in a gunfight, staying calm allows you to not sway your aim all over the place trying to just hit anything. Because I'm not gonna lie, that's how I was. That's how I used to be. I ain't have my sensitivity right, and I was just panicking, spraying the screen all over the place. I ain't know what I was shooting at, to be honest. Don't be trying to grip that controller too hard, because that's a mistake I probably still make to this day. Just relax as much as possible. Remember, it's just a game, bro. Now you can practice staying calm by just playing the game more. That is that simple. The more you play the game, and unfortunately the more you die, it's gonna cause you to just get used to dying over and over again. So it won't be nothing new. And this way you relaxing, because you already know you finna get smoked. Whole time, instead of you dying more, you might just start winning more gunfights because you are relaxed. All right, now on to the next tip. The first 2 is just required in order for you to do the next few tips correctly, because without a good sensitivity and without staying calm, you could throw everything I'm finna tell you out the window. But anyways, tip number 3, you must always keep your crosshair centered. So now centering, for the folks who don't know what that is, basically is when you keep your crosshair right there in the middle of the screen. You keep it centered at a correct height in order for you to be able to get the first shot off, if that makes any sense. But for example, say if somebody around this corner, right? Now I know y'all like to come around the corner looking like these, just looking all at the floor, looking all at the sky, looking everywhere but what you should be looking at. So instead of doing that, you know, if somebody's standing right here, so instead of looking like this and just looking at the floor, line it up to where you think they're gonna stand at. So you come around the corner, you center, or you can come around the corner hip firing too. Regardless, the crosshair is at where they should be at. You should always walk around the map looking like this too. So I see them in there, right? I'm not gonna looking all at the floor, all right? But look. Basically, you see him right there. You could just you center. Look, you saw that? Good centering. I slid in and my crosshairs instantly on him. I'm hitting him first. I'm sliding in, so I'm breaking his camera, bro. He might be shooting all over the place. Now this is where you gonna start panicking. Somebody slide in like this, they just swaying all over the place. They don't know what's going on. But meanwhile, he doing all that, I'm landing the first 10 bullets, 20 bullets. So look, I slide in like these. He's dead. He's dead. He's still trying to find his target, but he's dead. This is something that just comes naturally. All that time you keep it in mind, and then eventually it's second nature. You just do it without even thinking. That's centering. That's a very important tip. Keep that in mind. On to tip number 4. We got hip firing. Now you might see a bunch of good players switching from ADS to hip firing mid gunfight, all types of stuff like that, right? This is because hip firing is probably more effective than actual ADSing. All right, so I'm gonna explain it in here because it's gonna be a lot more simpler. Say if I come in here, right, I'm aiming at this fool and he just moving all over the place. Like naturally, I know I told y'all to keep the ADS and regular sensitivity at the same level, but naturally the ADS is gonna be slower than if he was to hip fire. So say he moving all over the place, I can't really keep a track because I'm aiming in, like it's just way too slow. This is where you gotta switch to hip firing now. It's like faster. So he jumping and swinging all over the place and I'm just hitting him. Hip firing, hip firing, hip firing. Also when you hip fire, you got bloom now. Usually you don't got bloom when you just aiming in because it's just a simple dot that you gotta hit on. But look, when you hip firing, you got bloom because so now the bullets are going anywhere in between those crosshairs. Hip firing is most effective when you are close by an opponent. It just causes for like the sensitivity to move a lot faster when you want it to. Also, when you hip firing, it's a lot easier to control the recoil too. Like because like the bullet's just going wild. See, if you aim it in to control the recoil, is like, you know, you gotta like try to control the recoil. Thing is, your opponent might be just aiming in and moving all around and trying to aim in and hit you, and you moving around too. But the difference is you're hip firing, and that's gonna cause you to win the gunfight. So yeah, switch between these. When you want it to be slower, aim. When you want it to be quicker, hip fire. Do this on keyboard too. This ain't just for controller. Like hip fire on keyboard too now. Now even nowadays, you see they got lasers on the gun now. Back in my day, they didn't have lasers. Back in my day when I used to compete, I know y'all see that platinum charm right there. I ain't no bum now. I don't just know how to play COD. But now they got lasers, which make it like 10 times easier to hip fire anyway. So why not do it? Use this tip and you're gonna see like you're gonna start picking up a lot more kills, maybe some wins. Your rank might move up. A lot of stuff gonna start happening for you. That's a very crucial tip when it comes to hitting more shots in Apex Legends. But this last one is very important, so listen up. Tip number 5, control your recoil. In this game, you gotta learn how to control the recoil on many different weapons if you wanna hit your shot. Recoil control allows you to have a lot more crisp shots. Now in Apex specifically, a player who can land the most bullets is the player who's gonna come out alive. And as we know, this game got crazy recoil on different type of weapons. See that? Say I'm shooting at his chest. I just happened to get lucky and his head was right there. But some guns recoil might go up to left. So now how you can practice recoil. First off, get a gun that you probably like a lot. It could be any gun. What you're going to do is you're going to find a wall. Don't do nothing. Just aim and start shooting. Now, as we see, the recoil on this gun is going practically straight up. So now if I want to get better recoil control, I'm going to just pull it down. You see my controller right there? You're going to pull down the joystick you're aiming with down slightly. Not down like all the way, like full force, but down slightly enough to where it can straighten out the gun. Sometimes it might go down a little bit, and that's all right. You want to get it in the same area. All the bullets to land in practically the same area. Now, when I'm in a gunfight, I land every bullet, but that's just on the R99. All right, there's different guns. Every gun has its own separate recoil pattern. You got to figure it out. So once again, I'm going to shoot at the wall. It go up, it go right, and it go left a little bit. So up, right, left. See, now I could just simply just copy that pattern, but backwards. You really don't gotta do all that. All you gotta do is, once again, hold it down. And you wanna get it as straight on the same level as possible. That's good. That's good enough. You don't have to do all this. Okay, I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna turn left and then I'm gonna turn right. No, forget all that, bro. Cause look, I didn't do none of that right there, bro. All I did was hold down the thing like I did with the R99. And try to practice at different ranges too. See, now right there at that range, now I'm probably gonna have to do a few zigzags. Like the farther it gets, the harder it gets to control, basically. So it goes up, right, left. So now I'm gonna go down, left, right. Opposite, and down, left, right. Just a little bit. See, right there, it wasn't perfect, but I landed a lot more bullets than if I was just aim it down. It's all about landing as many bullets as possible. Another thing you can do when they're at longer ranges, you don't have to go full auto mode. You could just turn it to single fire mode. In this way, it's like, it's easier to control the recoil because it's every single bullet is a singular bullet. It's not just spraying. So you have kind of less recoil when you're in single fire mode. I landed every bullet right there just because I'm in single fire mode and I'm still shooting at a fast fire rate. It's just not full auto. So yeah, go in private match, pick up your favorite guns that you always like to use or the guns that you find most common. Shoot them at a wall like this, and whatever recoil pattern is showing, do the opposite. It goes straight up, hold it down. It's going left to right, go right to left, and that's recoil control. Now I guarantee if you use and practice these tips daily, your aim will drastically improve in probably just a few days, which is why I got a bonus tip for y'all. I recommend going in private match and practicing with the bots, or get a friend that you can 1v1 with. And every day before you play pubs or ranked or whatever you're trying to do, 1v1 with that friend or practice with the bots as a warm-up. Now I guarantee if you take each and every one of these tips and lock in, you will become a better player in Apex Legends. But that's all I got for today. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more tips and tricks going over any FPS game y'all want, or the ones I'm good in at least. I got Black Ops 6, Warzone, Apex, Rainbow. And if y'all got recommendations for any other FPS out there, let me know down in the comment section below. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this little video right here, and see y'all boys next time.